again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to Life is Feudal Forest Village. Today we're building ourselves a wonderful island village here in a game that was definitely inspired by Banished. It's good to see you all back. Thank you very much for cheering me on, and of course, if you have any helpful hints in this game that I'm playing for the first time, please share those down below in the comments section and cheer on Raptori as we build it yet again. Good to see you all back, and if you want to pick up Life is Feudal Forest Village, it should be available now on Steam. We're going to go ahead and start by naming our island of Raptoria again, and we'll start with I guess a random map, and our seed will be, let's do like 8, 5, 3, 1, 2, 6. Oh, look at that. It almost looks like upside down Isle Nublar from Jurassic Park. Very nice. Well, this is, again, my first time playing, so putting it on like normal is probably difficult enough. In fact, I can't make it more difficult, so we'll start with this, and we'll see how we do. Here we go. Beautiful city already, I must say. I'm very impressed with it already. Looking absolutely gorgeous, and I'm excited to get into this game for the very first time, which has tons of materials and different things to build and to build with, too. So welcome to the wonderful city of Raptoria. We're going to get started immediately by telling our people to get to work on cutting down some trees and making some space for us and gathering material, so that way we can get ready for the winter time. Now, this game, of course, just like Banished and just like Austrian and everything else we play, is about preparing ourselves for winter and trying to survive year after year after year. We'll be building things like gatherer huts and, you know, shacks and homes, and eventually a castle, too. So it should be quite an exciting experience. So welcome back, everybody, and thank you very much for clicking and tapping the like button if you'd like to see more. I know, I'm excited, too. Looks like we've already got one person who's homeless, so we better take care of that with the building of our first little shack. Otherwise, they will not have a place to eat. Everybody needs a home in order to eat in this game, so we'll assign a couple of people to do the work on that right away. And a home here requires logs, stone, hay, and a building process, too, or progress. We also have our storage barns here, which are loaded with things. Look at how much stuff we have to build with in this game. Well, we see a lot of things returning from Banished, like, for example, fish and firewood and bread, but also we have new things like oats and then different levels of tools, and also many different things that we can gather too, like flax and wool and steel and iron ore, and also more food that we can make, which I'm all for. Meat and you know, fruit pies and things like that that provide a lot more calories to our people. So we'll be making a farm field here very soon and getting started with that. Well, in the meantime, while I guess Kira doesn't have a home, let's go on the Legend of Kira here and see if we can go out and find... Oh, there is a bear that is already threatening our town. Here we go, Kira. It's time for you to earn your keep, young lady. All right, come on out here. Oh, he's taking a little... Oh, okay. He's taking a little drink. Hold on, just wait. Wait a minute. And... Hold on. Boom, got him. Oh, very nice. Woo, go girl. You're earning your house. Very nice. Let's hear it for Kira, buddy. Awesome. She's like, what was her name? Xena Warrior Woman or Warrior Princess or something like that. That was a cool show, man. Growing up with times like the Stargate SG-1 and Deep Space Nine, all that good stuff on like regular Fox and stuff. I hate to bore you, but just a second here. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. Our people will come over and gather more of those. Is there any other animals? Look at how beautiful this game is. And it is so nice to actually walk around in first-person mode. So rocks like these are iron ore that our people can gather. And, of course, there's stones and trees and also hay that our people will need to gather. Of course, they'll gather little weeds and things like that, dry them out. And then there'll be building material for our city. So there's some more bears and boars. But we'll try to find something else. We can also do fishing in the game, so we'll do that as well as soon as possible. All right, looks like we're just seeing a lot of bears and boars. No moose or anything like that. I've seen those before. I've also completed the tutorial, but I am a complete noob, so don't worry. It'll be frustrating to watch and difficult to watch and all that other stuff in the future. But please do comment down below on what your best pieces of advice are in this game. We're going to start by clearing out an area for our village, our forest village, and then we're going to start prioritizing food production, and then also tools after that. So let's go ahead and start by making a roadway. We've also got an option for that somewhere. Here it is. We can make apparently dirt roads and paved roads too that require stone. So we'll get to that as soon as we can. It looks like we can build a little road here. And people actually move faster on the roads, and the AI is smart enough to take the roads. So that's kind of nice. And I believe there's old town roads too that we can... No, never mind. That's something else. Sorry. All right, let's go ahead and I guess we'll make a little line like this. We're going to make ourselves a fishing hut and also a gatherer's hut as soon as possible. We'll kind of have to build that away from the village since we'll be cutting down a lot of trees for materials. And also a school. One thing that I learned from Banished right away was that building a school is a huge, important thing to get all those teenagers educated. Once children become teenagers, they're ready to go to school, and once they go through the schooling process, they can then, immediately start working in the whatever field, wherever you assign them, at a higher efficiency. Look at all the stuff we have to build here. Crypts and pyres and herbalists and taverns, and there's our school. Perfect. What do you think, Billy? You want to go back to school? No. Oh, don't worry, Billy. If you don't like it, we'll put you right on the pyre. You be nice, Billy. All right, let's go ahead and build our little school over here. And we'll try to build our village, I guess, as close-knit as possible to utilize as much space as we can to make room for example, our farm fields. It is spring of the first year, so let's see if we can put down a farm field too. And if we build it down here, we'll be able to build it without having to clear too much space. But look at all the stuff we have. Like I mentioned before, we've got bread. We now have meat from the bear and the other boar that we killed. And we also have fruits. And if we can get some vegetables, that'd be great. We'll get those from the gatherer's hut as soon as we can. But let's try to build for the next year, and then the gatherer can work too. If we put our minds on construction first, we'll have a lot more jobs to do as soon as the population increases. But first, we want to make sure we have enough stuff to support them. So where is food production? There it is. There's the field we're looking for, and the really cool thing that I like about this game is it shows you exactly how many people will have to work the field. So here, if we make it this big, it'll be 5 people. If we make it like a 12 by 12, it will be just 1 person. So let's go ahead and have 1 person work in that field, and we'll assign them as soon as it's constructed. And we'll also build ourselves a gatherer hut, which is here, the little basket. And we'll have to put that somewhere a little further away from the village, maybe over here. There we go. Quite a distance, but I'd say as soon as we've built the village, we'll still be requiring a little bit of food to be gathered. So we can also put this on pause while we wait for other buildings to be constructed. But I think we're going to need that school as soon as possible. Looks like we're actually short on a few materials. We don't have enough iron ore for it to be built. So we'll have to ask our people to go out and gather some more things too. So let's go back into our gathering menu. I think I requested more stones to be gathered. We're certainly going to need, there we go, some of those. Then we'll also gather some ore. There's all that orange-colored rock that we wanted. Very nice. And, oh, it actually tells you how much it is. 152, for example. Very good. We'll need a lot of that. And hay as well. I know those are very important things. And, of course, as we clear out the area in front of our village, this will make more space for building homes. And homes require quite a bit of material, including firewood. Oh, yes, the firewood meme is back, I'd say. All right, let's speed up time as our people are starting to thrive. That's great. We're starting to build the roads. That'll help us in the long run. Very nice. And hopefully we can get this thing constructed here right away. Let's actually make sure they work on the field first. I hope that actually if they work on the field, we might be able to do some planting during the beginning year. If not, we'll have it ready for next year, and that'll be fine. That requires one little bush or something to be moved out of there, 24 logs to be delivered for reasons of the fence, and then for the fence to be constructed. So that's cool. And then they'll start working the field. So we should have 2 people ready to work that. 2 people working on the profession, which means 2 people doing the construction. And it looks like all the roads are constructed too. Good work, everybody. The Raptorians are definitely doing their jobs. Excellent. Very good. And there goes the farm field construction. Look at our people's outfits. Love that. I think we'll want to... I guess we can start laying out our village even though we're not going to construct things. We have like our apiary here where we can eventually put a zoo. That's where apes and gorillas will be stored for our entertainment. It has nothing to do with bees at all. Some people will say that down below in the comment section. The YouTuber is quite obvious. That is for bees. Yeah, well, you can mind your own beeswax, okay? Because I know what it's for. Right, Billy? Billy's shaking his head. All right. Alright, let's go ahead and get this ready to go as soon as it's constructed. This man here is a... Wow, does he have like a giant... Oh, he has a giant like saw on him. That's cool. Or is that a woman? Go, girl. You get it. That's right. I don't care who you are. Get the job done, and you are a Raptorian. That is very important. As well as keeping an eye on the weather. Right now it's 11 degrees plus 11. I think that's 11 degrees Celsius, I believe. We also can see our population there in the upper left corner. Let's try to go for potatoes here and assign somebody to the job. Oh, we got done early enough. Fantastic. Wonderful. Sir, bear with me here. I'm trying to build a village. Thank you. Gosh, these guys just walking right into town. I tell you. All right. Well, that was cool. We had our first... Sir, listen, I know you want to go to school, but it's not even there yet. It's not there, Bear. It's not even open. Alright, we've got 100 iron ore. The next thing that we're constructing should be the... Oh, wow, they're really fast. Let's build the school then next. See if we can get the construction going on that. And then, of course, the gatherer's hut. Now, we've got a ton of bread, fish, and also, well, not so much on the fruit. or the veggies, but a good start. But I also want to make sure we've got this done in the first year. So first year's goals are food, next year's goals are going to be tools, so we can build things like, for example, a iron ore mine, and then we can also build a blacksmith, a kiln, and also a furnace, and then I think we also require a lot of firewood to make that too, but we'll see. We've got 3 people who are almost ready to enter the workforce, so we want to make sure that we quickly build that school as soon as possible. Looks like it takes 390 wood. That's very, very expensive, but it will help us in the long run, and a lot of you were saying that that is the mode to go for first in Banished, and since this is very similar to Banished, it is not a bad idea. It is a very good idea to do that at the start. Alright, let's gather all the fresh materials around here to start building our village. Our village will start small, but as soon as we are self-sufficient and have enough population, we will be good to go. And luckily, we haven't lost anybody. Nobody died yet! Yay! Oh, and there's Billy there. Billy is the one child here in town. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, there he is. He's playing Fortnite right now. I don't know how the hell he got a computer with electricity back in these times, but whatever. He's also warming up a Hot Pocket in the microwave. Oh, he better not cause a fire. Speaking of fires, it does look like the wells can also extinguish fires too. I've only played the tutorial of this, so again, I am lacking a lot of information. So if you do have any tips or whatnot, let me know, and we'll try to get those done in the first few episodes. Another great thing is, too, we can build castles in this game, and we can also build a port to go on excursions or expeditions that our people will then be able to bring back seeds and other things that we can grow more crops, so our citizens will be able to go out on, like, sailing adventures and come back victorious. Let's go ahead and have a person there assigned to the fishing dock. And did we build our forestry, or I mean our gatherer's hut yet? No, but it looks like some materials are needing to be delivered, as well as 3... Oh, there's a moose. There it is. Wow. That silly goose. Alright, let's see. Okay, you know what, sir? Is there any teenagers just lounging around? Here, we need a kid to go out on an adventure. Stephanie? Alright, hold on. What's your name? Oh, she's working. Is that a teenager? Huh. Yeah, teenagers should be able to help on some basic jobs, like just transporting materials. Oh, here we go. Kira. Yeah, hey, listen, sweetie. We're going to need you to leave your mom's house again and go on an adventure. Can you manage to find the door? There you go. All right, let's go outside. All right, let's get ready to pop some fools. All right, sir. Okay, there we go. That was easy. And then where was that moose? I want to find that. It's going to be epic. Where's that moose? I wish in first-person mode it didn't have all these X's for where I indicated rocks to be cut down. Another bear. Got him. Bears are so easy to kill. That's certainly not going to be a one-shot kill in real life. Also, I wish this was a little bit more like Dawn of Man, where bears and wolves were threats, and also boars. But then things like deer were a little easier to find and also take down. Yeah, wolves really pose no threats to our people, which I guess is good, because if we started here, we were already surrounded by like bears and wolves, we would have been dead. You hear me? We would have died to death. Oh, let's get him in the butt. Just like in The Great Outdoors with Dan Aykroyd and... oh, did I get him? Yep. Dan Aykroyd and Rip to John Candy. Ooh, fantastic movie of the 80s and... well, maybe it was a 90s movie, but 80s and 90s with those comedies like that were fantastic. Alright, let's moose on over here and see if we can get ourselves a moosel. Here we go. Okay. Perfect, that's enough. Alright, so our people should be able to gather all that meat. Importantly enough, like other things, is pelts. We'll need that for clothing, and very important clothing is, indeed, because, well, without that our people will freeze to death, and we certainly don't want that. Another thing in this game, too, is there's quite a few homes to make. We can actually make huts and shacks, like our people have now, those are shacks, but then also a hostel, where apparently there's an extremely low pregnancy chance, which is not like any hostel I've been to before, but anyway, we'll build those as soon as we go to upgrade homes, or if we need, immediate housing, we can build one of those for when we demolish all these other houses. Might be a good idea to keep some of the basic shacks to start with, but with better homes comes higher chances for pregnancy, which means our workforce will grow faster. Alright, looks like we really need more ore and logs and stone. And it is early summer, so we've still got plenty of time to gather all of these things. And it looks like people are trying to gather as much as they can. So good work to our Raptorians. They are doing everything that they can. I am asking a lot of them for the first year. But it is important to get a lot of this stuff going ASAP, otherwise we'll never get going. Also, let's see, looks like 50 logs. Yeah, so it looks like all the logs are being applied to construction, and that's a good thing. It means we're building our city as quickly as possible. I'm going to go ahead and activate go mode on cutting down all the trees nearby. Go ahead. Anything you guys need to cut down, go for it. And then same with stones. I know I might be providing too much work for our people. However, I think they're pretty good at managing what they need to do first, because it looks like the construction sites are really coming around nicely. And I love this little feature, just like in Banished, how you can kind of indicate where you want areas to be cleared or what you want them to gather. Right now we need everything, including hay, which is one thing that I kind of forgot. There we go. Looks like we're gathering quite a bit. There we go. So until we have a permanent structure in order to continuously provide these items, like for example the forester, I'm just going to clear cut to make some space for additional farms in the future, and then of course we can plop down a forester later and then just reclaim that land for logs and whatnot. But anyway, look at that. We've produced quite a bit of vegetables, or I should say we're going to produce quite a bit of vegetables. We've also got some moisture requirements here for potatoes, which is why the well is nearby, so good thing we built that nearby. And well, looks like the hay is almost halfway there. Good. And the logs are coming along too. We've got quite a bit of time remaining until the late summer, which is great. And construction crews are still probably working on that gatherer's hut over here. I probably did an oopsie by clearing out all the forest on this side, so maybe we better deny the resource gathering over here for trees. Let's go ahead and cancel that. But we will go ahead and go back to stones and iron ore, and also maybe some bushes or whatnot. Hopefully that doesn't destroy any of the things we can gather there. But a gatherer's hut will be important eventually. And we still have plenty of fish and bread and actual meat from the wonderful hunts of Kira the legend. What a good girl. Ooh, what is this? Fox. Interesting. I thought CBS would show up too, but I guess Fox is the only one here. Okay. So we've got ourselves a quite a big shortage of iron ore still. It's going to take a while to build that stuff, but let's speed up time even more. Winter should be here soon, and the Raptorians at least have shelter and a good amount of food stored for the first year. It's more about worrying about the future years. So gathering hut is a good move, fishing hut is a good move, and our farm field is a good move. So we'll have to start working on tools then, as soon as we've got enough iron gathered, but it seems to be going to the school first. Also, looks like there's a lot of rocks out there. Have I not been noticing those? Oh, looks like we can't gather those. Oh, that stinks. Oh well, a lot of good prime real estate out there, kids, but unfortunately, our people don't want to get wet. I guess I don't blame them. Wow, very bright, this game. I have bloom set to normal, but oof. But I guess on a very bright day, the sun would shine brightly off of especially sand. So there you go. I like the music in this game, too. Very calming, like it is in Banished. A lot in common with that. That's great. I'm glad that there's a couple of games that are both similar and very different, too. This has some added features. You could almost consider this to be the spiritual successor to it, as, you know, it just has so much in common with Banished. And a lot of people could say copy or reskin, but to be honest, this has enough features that are different that I actually really enjoy it already so far. We also have a warehouse and a barn here. I'm interested to know what the difference is between the two in terms of what one stores over the other. You could think that one is building materials only. However, it looks like some firewood is here as well as tools. And I think I saw stone and wood stored in mine earlier on the tutorial. So I don't know if there are size differences or if they hold different materials, but we'll see. It looks like they're both needed, so we'll have to build some more of those in the future. Alright, every time 10 fish comes in, we also have our... Oh, look at that. Wow. That guy looks cool. Oh, wow. Is that... Again, I don't know... Oh, okay. It's a lady gal. You go, girl. Everybody's doing some work in this village. Guys are building away, ladies are out gathering food and going hunting bears, so go for it. We got warriors, baby. Everybody's a fighter. This is great. Alright, it is summer now. We're still going full speed. Still need a lot of logs and a lot of iron ore. Really want to see that finish off soon, as well as the gatherer's hut, which is looking like it's got all the materials except for some logs now. We have 2 of the people on that. Let's go ahead and take them off that duty and see if we can get them to get duty. Let's see if we can get them onto gathering just trees. Like, can I get them to start being foresters then? I don't mind the clear cutting. It looks like a lot of the trees start to grow back anyway. But the forester is what we really want for production very soon. We already got 7 adults now as workers, so I want to make sure what we... Oh, I see. If I deny them on that job... So this is workers for construction in general. Well, we still definitely want at least one person on the construction. Let's put 2 on there. There we go. Food reserves are low, they say. Interesting that they say that, because we have 787 bread, we have 700 fish, we have 30 meat, and we've got a ton of vegetables, which apparently have possibly been harvested, or maybe they gathered them somehow. I don't know. Ooh, is this a thunderstorm? Cool. It's kind of weird to see all these nuclear, like, radioactive rocks. Like, look at all this uranium we've discovered. Literally just glowing. Oh, a baby has been born too, so we've got 2 children, 2 teenagers, and 7 adults. Excellent. Food is definitely the thing that we want first. Alright, we need to finish this school. We've got pretty much everything we need except for hay and iron ore now. And looks like we also still need some wood, which I don't think is being turned into logs at all, but everybody's doing what they can in terms of gathering pretty much everything. And it won't hurt to have some extra storage here. I need to worry about firewood, but I don't want to build the building yet or put the staff on it yet, but I guess we could lay it out for now. Let's do that. Let's lay out the rest of our city while we're at it. Let's see here. We don't have to build things now. We can just, you know, lay it all out, and that should be fine. Let's see. I'm also going to need to see if there's a, I think this is what we want here, Lumberjack's Lodge. I'm going to have to see if we can assign workers a little bit more differently like they did in Banished. I kind of like how that was done, but we'll get to it eventually. Ah, there we are. Furnaces, blast furnaces, carpenter shop, lots of industry buildings. Good. There's our castle options, including an inn. Ah, yes. What do you think we should name the tavern this time around? Comment what you think it should be down below. Even if your name is Steve, if you want me to call it Steve's Tavern, just go ahead and look at the best name down below. And like that comment, by the way. Should we name it the Glory to Raptoria Cabin? I don't know, but get those comments up there. Glory to Raptoria down below in that comment section. Show your support. It is awesome to see that comment section blow up, because you guys are just loving it. All these city builders are just so lovely, especially these ancient ones. Gathering materials in order to build a building is so much more satisfying than just, you know, if we were playing City Skylines, you know, making a 8x8 residential area with a road around it and putting it down is pretty easy compared to having to gather stone and wood, and iron ore, and glass, and other things that are needed for other homes or buildings. Looks like we're approaching what we need here, getting very good now in our iron ore, 230. I hope it'll be a good move. Hopefully you'll approve of my move down below. But this is everybody's city too, so as citizens of Raptoria, I would appreciate it if everybody gave their helpful hints too if you've played it before. Otherwise, we're going to sit back and enjoy this, as the city is really starting to grow already. We're already approaching 3 adults, or rather 3 more children, teenagers rather, that will become adults. That's great. Alright. So we are getting close to being done with the school now. Only wood and hay remains. Very good. Very good, yeah. Haha. Alright, let's see if we can assign some more. Very good for a first year. Now, the next thing I think we're going to need to focus on, again, is tools and then also forestry building. So we should put one of those down, too. Let's put a forestry building down. And I think a great place to put that will be over here. I think we would really benefit from putting a forestry building near the town, but not so close. So we'll put that right there. And then, and I wonder if we should build a little road up this way, too. Just so people can get out of the forest a little faster. There we go. And then we should also put down some additional fields, maybe. Wow, how'd that tree survive this whole time? Let's see if we can cut those down. Maybe the trees closest to the forest, or rather the village, won't be cut down. What's this option here? Collect all resources. Oh, okay. That's helpful. I didn't see that option before. So if we want to collect everything, that's a good way to do it. Alright. Wow, 570 vegetables. Great. I think what I really want to get next then is, oh yeah, look at some of those pies. The fruit pie provides 59 calories, as well as the vegetable pie being 56. So if we can make some fruit pies, that's going to be the best option for us. So we'll need an, obviously, I think we'll need a grain farm in order to make grain, to make flour, in order to make the dough, and then apples or plums or whatever will provide a huge amount of stuff here. Yay, we finally got wintertime. Awesome. Very good. It is now finally the winter, and the Raptorian should have enough firewood to last through this one, although this field is now dead. Luckily, we got quite a bit out of that one. 549 vegetables? I'm very impressed. Good work, my man. Alright, let's see if we can do this now. We just need hay, and more logs to be cut down. I think the rest of that's probably being applied to the hunters, the gatherer's hut over here. Well, too late for that. We'll try that next spring. And let's also go ahead and put this one on hold too. There we go. And then let's see if we can just get everybody to be unemployed and work solely on gathering materials. So let's try that over here. Anything and everything, just go for it, folks. Alright, let's see how we do in the winter. The roads are built. Man, that is almost blinding, but it looks really nice. I can't wait until we've got like a huge site of Isle Nublar. Uh-oh. Well, don't worry. If we encounter dinosaurs, I'll be able to talk with them. It'll be fine. This is how it all began, I think. Was that fox eating our crop? I don't think they actually threaten crops. I think they just kind of are like, hey, come eat me. To which it's like, okay, I'm coming. Alright, and the fishing dock can work year-round, so that's a great thing to have. I think the gatherer and the farm fields cannot function, but anything hunting wild game, like the hunter or the fisher, docks and camps are definitely going to work year-round. Oh wow, we have plenty of stuff left. Very good. We'll definitely need more for the next year, though. It looks like we're -10. That must be Fahrenheit then, because if it were anything less in Celsius, we'd be dead. Alright, let's see. Well, I guess it's about the same. A teenager has grown up and already ready to work. Perfect. That's why we need to get that school down. Just a lack of resources on trees and logs now. But I guess whatever they're going to gather is good. Since we're going to do tools, we will need a lot of ore next. But trees are really the next thing we need to be cutting down. I wonder how we're doing on tools. Let's see. 23 remaining high-quality tools. So that's a great start for us. We've still got quite a bit of tools to do. To use until everybody needs to start making some more. But that'll be our next concern, I think. What a beautiful little forest. Gorgeous. We're going to need to get a snowplow out here, though, to plow some of these roads. So that's going to be our next concern. Maybe we can put a road maintenance department nearby or something. Oh, no. That's taking us out of the immersion. Don't do that. Alright. Looks like hay is coming in again. And I think we might be entering late winter soon. We might be there. Alright, lots of people coming in with stones. I want more logs, but I'm not opposed to the stones. Especially if it's the Sorcerer's Stone. That was a good one. Let's see here. Forester's Camp is probably going to be one of the next things that we build. Okay. I'm going to ask everybody to stop cutting things down. Looks like spring is almost here. I'm going to ask everybody just to chill now. And I want to go for trees only. Let's try to cut down some trees here, boys. Trees and hay. I guess I'm learning how people prioritize things here. So that's just fine with me. So long as we finish the school in the next spring, and then of course we'll have more food coming in, and then the gatherers should be done too, because that's the only thing remaining for that as well. And now we have more people ready to work. Very nice. Oh, and another person grew up and is ready to work, I think. So we're now up to 9 with 1 teenager. Interesting. Okay, so we've got construction pause for now. Let's see if we can speed up a little bit. Bring the rest of the materials here now. Oh, I didn't have someone assigned to the construction, so it wasn't here. However, it also says that we have 0 and 39, so it still wasn't enough for the logs yet. There we go. Now we've finally started construction on the, yes, I know, the Raptorian School for the Blind, and that is going to be for me and not being able to see. that was the option for it, but it's fine. It's all good. Finally being built, and we still need a lot of other materials. And next will have to be our lumberjack hut. We are down to 80 firewood. It is late winter, so we know that we at least need about 400 in order to get through at this time. So that's good to know. So everything was good for our first year. That's helpful. And we'll have somebody assigned to the construction here soon, too. Very good. Now just 40, and then we can start training all of our teenagers to become more productive adults. So that's great. And all the trees and such are being cut down. Lots of hay coming in. Perfect. A lot of logs being used right away. Very nice. There goes the school. Let's watch it be constructed and see if it's anything like Austria. You can see the foundation being put down, all the stone there. And then we've got the wooden frame going up, as well as the side panels and everything. And I guess the walls of everything. Is this guy hungry for a fruit pie? Sir, there is vegetables and bread and meat. Wow, we still got 5 meat remaining, too. Good. It looks like things are actually starting to come in. We've got logs here that are being immediately brought to construction sites. Great. And I hope this is going to be up next, too. We should probably do the forester camp next, then. So let's make sure we unlock that one. And now that we've got a decent laborer force with a couple extra workers, we can at least put one person into each of these. And then make sure everyone else is still on regular resource gathering. Very nice. Oh, look at that. That's going good. Great. Perfect. That's going really nice. Look at that. So that's where all the clay goes to then. All the extra clay goes to building the walls. So there's the frame, the walls, and then the roof will be made of hay and wood, which is fire hazard AF, but oh well. Stove fuel reserves are low. Okay, that's what they mean by firewood, I'm assuming. I don't think there's a separate fuel for stove fuel. I think it's just firewood, which is why we'll have the lumberjack ready to go too. So let's make sure we unpause that one. Oh, it is unpaused. Okay. So we'll just need a few more jobs to be completed then. So kind of a slow first year, but really actually very prosperous in the long run. We've got multiple food sources that have been reliable and have already produced. We've got our school going up, so productivity will skyrocket. The next thing we can start doing, as I mentioned, is tools and bigger homes, so that way we can start adding to all of our workforce. And excellent, spring of year 2, we made it. We made it through, everybody. Fantastic. We lost no Raptorian. We left no Raptorian behind. I know. We've also got our lumberjacks hut ready to go, and hopefully a Pizza Hut soon. That'll be great. We'll have pepperoni, sausage, and of course my favorite, pepperoni and sausage. Perfect. I don't know what my favorite would be at the moment. There's some really good, interesting pizzas, but you can't really beat it. A good old-fashioned pepperoni or a sausage sometimes. There's really no such thing as a bad pizza in most cases. Usually it's good and great, which is a good thing. Same with ice cream. Okay, well, looks like they're really clearing out the area now, and logs are skyrocketing, which is great. We can assign somebody to be a lumberjack and start working all year on gathering lumber and turning it into firewood. And looks like we're ready here. Whoa, what was that, a boxing match? Did you hear that? Hold on a second. It sounds like the kids are going in the ring against each other. In this corner, weighing in at 17 pounds. All right, let's see here. Let your teacher tutor children. Educated people work faster and more efficiently than uneducated. Very good. And we've already got 2 teenagers there. From this day forward, Raptorians will be more effective and efficient. That is awesome. Let's make sure we assign a worker at the lumberjack hut, and we'll keep everybody nice and toasty. It's still spring, so they're a little chilly. Is that water radioactive? What is that? The moon. Okay. And then we've got our forester hut ready to go. Oh, this is great. All right. Well, for me kind of stumbling around and not really knowing everything that I'm doing, we've certainly built all the buildings that I was wanting to. We've got food going on, and finally some firewood being made. So our logger is immediately, our lumberjack, dropping that off, and it'll go straight into those homes that so desperately need that firewood. Good. One family already... I'm sorry. I've angered Susan Wojcicki. I'm sorry. The algorithm is smart and beautiful, and everyone is special and strong and brave. Okay. Well, that does it for my first episode, folks. Very prosperous. I'm very proud of this town. I'm certain I could have done more things effectively and efficiently, but knowing what I knew from Banished, all of those skills really went well here. So I'll see you all tomorrow for more of Life is Feudal Forest Village, and glory to Raptoria down below in that comment section. Tomorrow, hopefully we start on our tools, and we will make Raptoria one of the greatest city islands ever. Take that, Tropico. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you very, very soon. Goodbye, everybody.